with their thoughts is Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy, who turned around and married Fox News contributor Rachel Campos Duffy. I don't know how this happened. Well, guys, welcome back.
Hey, it's good to be here. Thanks for having us.
So you're saying now these minorities home more, right?
I actually like it better for me. It's probably not good for the country, but that's okay.
Well, speaking of what's good for the country, what about Medicare for all?
This is horrible for the country. So, as Republicans, we talk about the cost of health care. This is a $30 trillion bill. Cost doesn't work anymore. People are okay spending a lot of money. It's dangerous.
It's not their money. They don't care.
Right. But you talk about taking health care away from Americans. Remember, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. If you like your plan, you can keep your plan. This Medicare for all is Medicare for healthcare for none. What happens is, if you have your healthcare plan through your union, you're a welder, you're a teacher, and you have your healthcare plan through your teacher plan.
Lose it. Gone.
Gone. You have a Fox News plan? Gone. Everyone loses.
Private insurance company?
There is zero private insurance, and so if you have Medicaid in your state, in Wisconsin we have Badger Care, it would be a watered down Badger Care. So instead of shooting for the stars and have better plans for people, improving the plans and the coverage, they go to the lowest common denominator, and they're crappy plans for everybody, but it's the same.
Rachel, as a mom, how do you feel about this? Because you have so many children and you need your health care.
Absolutely. And I think what it really comes down to is Americans are still Americans. We're not socialists. We're not communists. We like choice. And we like to have choice in healthcare, especially because it is so personal. It is so important to everybody, especially those of us with kids or elderly parents. So I think Sean's absolutely right. I think the Republicans can't talk about this in terms of money, although obviously that is a huge factor in it. They have to talk about it in terms of what's important to people.
Husband's rights? Since when does that happen?
Never. Never. So, but I think what's interesting, if you look at the presidential election on our horizon, Americans like the phrase Medicare for all. That polls really well.
Sure, it sounds great until you figure out the cost and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It would impact every person in this room. Yeah. Where is Robbie? Because Robbie's got a question for the Duffys. Robbie's right over here.
Hey, Robbie.
Front row. He's in the red sweater. Robbie, what's your question?
My question is about the blue wall. As you know, that President Trump won the presidency through very thin margins with the blue wall, including Wisconsin. And most of the blue wall states have gone Democratic in governorships. Yeah. What in your opinion is the impact to look for in 2020? Because the margins are very thin for the Electoral College.
Robbie, both can answer that.
That's a really good question. Are you trying to stump me?
How do the Republicans and how does President Trump look into this fact?
All right, Robbie.
Yeah, so quickly, I think that the president would have a really tough time getting through Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, even Minnesota. But Democrats have gone so crazy left that I think our president's going to still win Wisconsin, has a shot at Minnesota, will win Michigan and the presidency.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having
us. Are you here this weekend?
Yeah, can we have the audience this weekend?
I know. It's fun, isn't it?
You guys can sleep over.
Meanwhile, still ahead on our Friday telecast.